Hey friends! Please like and subscribe for more amazing stories! My name is Scarlet Cole, and even though now I have a great life, things weren't always that way. This is the story of how I turned a miserable childhood into the future that everyone dreams of. When I was really little, my father left. So, growing up, it was just me, my mom, and my sister, Cassandra. Our mom, Eleanor, was a model, but she didn't get paid a lot. So we had to live in a really tiny house. A lot of times, Mom wouldn't make enough money to get us food to eat. So Cassandra and I got free lunches from school and ate dinner at friends' houses. Cassandra's best friend when we were little was a dietitian, so when she ate with her friends, she always got salads and fruits. My best friend's dad worked at a fast food place down the block, and he always brought us free burgers. Pretty soon, the different diets made my sister and I look really different from each other. And not long after that, our mom started to notice the differences. "Doesn't Cassandra look so beautiful today, Scarlet? Just look at her perfect body. Someday she's going to be a model like me. I just know it. She does look really pretty in that dress. Don't you just wish that you looked like that too?" I hadn't spent too much time thinking about my looks until my mother brought it up. It didn't feel good to hear her compare me to my sister, but I knew she meant well, so I didn't complain. Maybe if I had a dress like that, I would look pretty too. Don't be silly, Scarlet. Look at yourself. You look more like a pig than a model. Sorry, Scarlet, but she's right. You could never pull off a dress like this. Don't worry about your sister, Cassandra. I promise I won't let her poor looks get in the way of your future as a successful model. We won't let anyone know just how ugly your sister is. At the time, her words really hurt, but things only got worse from there. My mom started taking Cassandra to her modeling gigs and leaving me home all by myself. She started making me do all the chores around the house because the cleaning supplies might hurt Cassandra's skin. When she started making enough money to buy food, I was the one who had to do all the cooking. But I wasn't allowed to eat any of it. My mom said that letting me eat with her and Cassandra would just be encouraging me to gain even more weight and get even uglier. The only food I got was the same fast food at my friend's house, and the only break from chores I got was when I was visiting him. The only time I was really happy was when I was with my friend. We would sing along to our favorite songs and watch musicals together until I felt better about things. But when my mom found out what I was eating at that house, she stopped letting me visit him, and my life got even more miserable. I was desperate to get away from my cruel mother, and as soon as I turned 18, I moved out of her house. Cassandra got her first real modeling job right after we graduated, and my mother sent a letter to my new apartment, bragging about how amazing Cassandra was, and how happy she was to have at least one successful daughter. The letter made me feel bad about myself, so I decided to cut off contact with my mom and sister. I worked hard to make my own life, away from my family. My best friend from childhood still remembered how much fun we had together, and he helped me make a career out of the singing that we had practiced together when we were small. Pretty soon, I was making enough money to support myself. Eventually, I even started to get sort of famous, and one day, I got a call from a magazine company.
Hello, is this Scarlet Cole?
Yes? Who is this?
I'm an editor for a big lifestyle magazine, and I saw one of your recent gigs. I talked to my boss, and we agreed that we wanted to put you on the cover of our magazine.
I was shocked! After a lifetime of listening to my mother degrade my appearance, I knew there was no way I was beautiful enough to be on a magazine cover. Are you sure you want me? I'm not a model. I'm not pretty enough to be a model.
I know you're not a model. That doesn't matter. You're so good at what you do that we want to put you on the cover anyways. People look up to you, and they want to see you, no matter what you look like.
I didn't tell the editor, but hearing that meant a lot to me. For the first time in my life, it didn't seem to matter that I wasn't beautiful. I could be important, even if I didn't look like a model like my sister. I agreed to be on the cover of the magazine, and pretty soon, my picture was everywhere. I got even more successful at my job, and got even more fans. Then, one day, I got an unexpected knock on my door. When I opened it, my mother was standing there with my sister. They were carrying a copy of the magazine with me on the cover. Scarlet, it is so good to see you. It's been so long. What are you doing here? We don't talk anymore because you were so mean to me. I know, Scarlet, and I am so sorry. I was so caught up in wanting my daughters to be like me that I didn't see that you were wonderful in your own way. I have never regretted anything more than the way I treated you. When I saw you in the magazine, I knew I had to come and apologize. We really are sorry, Scarlet. Being a model isn't even that great. It doesn't make much money, and sometimes it feels like all anyone cares about is how you look. I used to think I was so much better than you, but now I see that I should be jealous of you, not the other way around. At first, I didn't want to forgive her. She had made my life so terrible when I was a kid. But every day, my mother sent me flowers and apology notes. And eventually, I started to be able to think about her, without getting mad about how she had treated me. It took a long time, but slowly, I forgave her. When I got married to my childhood best friend, my mom came to my wedding. And now that we have 2 kids, my mom comes to see her grandchildren all the time. She's always treated both my daughters just the same, no matter what they looked like. I'm so glad my mother was able to learn her lesson, and my kids can have her in their life, without having to suffer the same cruelty that I did. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.